Welcome to the online class, children. Today we will learn lesson 16 in SST. Okay. Up to lesson 15 we have completed. Now today we will start lesson 16. The name of the chapter is Story of Early Humans, Part 1. Story of Early Humans. Okay. Now here all of you know that all of you know about the early man. Early humans, all of you know. Early man known as early humans. Now, the story of man begins millions of years ago when humans had ape-like feature but walked upright. They have ape-like feature means like monkey. Humans look like a monkey. APE, ape-like features, no? And the ape means big monkey, okay, big monkey, but it has no tail, okay, very short tail or no tail it looks like, okay, no. So like that feature they have early man, early human beings, they have like that feature and they walk upright, okay. This was the only most important differences between human and ape. Life of early humans are very different from what it is today. So how we are, today's life is different and early humans' life was totally different from today's life. There were thick forests everywhere and in that thick forest they survived, they lived and their condition was very difficult, very different, okay. In that typical condition they live, okay. Early humans lived a wandering life in the forest. So they wandered. They moved here and there. They moved here and there for their work. Okay. And here they did not have the means to protect themselves from wild and fierce animals, from the dangerous animal, from the fierce wild animal. Okay. They don't have anything to protect themselves, okay, from such animals because they live in the very thick forest, dense forest they live. So it is very difficult for them to protect because they don't have anything to protect themselves from the wild animals, dangerous animals. Who? Early man. So they live on trees, tops or in safe natural shelter like dark caves. So they make a cave or they live in the trees top to protect themselves from dangerous animals. Early humans had to move from place to place looking for food. They move from place to place for their food, in search of food. So they are known as, that's why they are known as hunter-gatherer. Hunter-gatherer, okay. They lived in a group and helped one another in gathering food, in collecting the food, in gathering the food and hunting. They ate raw flesh of animals. They also ate root, bulbs and fruits of forestry. It was difficult for them to dig out roots and bulbs with the bare hands because they don't have tools to do that, okay. So it was also very difficult to kill the animals for flesh without any weapons. So weapons and tools, they don't have such tools and the weapons before to kill the animals, to gather their food, okay. So they started using stones to kill the animals, but round shapeless stones did not help early men to kill the animals, okay, to kill the animals. So they started shaping the stones according to their needs, okay, and thus shaped stones become their weapons and tools. When they sharpen it, when they shape it, what? That stones. And after that they use like tools, like their weapons, okay, to kill the animals, to gather their food, okay. Now, early human shaped, scrapped, sharpened stones. After many years of experience, they began to make sharp, pointed and shapely stone tools. After so many years of experience, they started shaping that stones in a different way, okay. Sharpened stones they started making. Early human used stone to dig out roots, to fell trees and to cut the creepers. They used them for hunting as well as. They also fixed pointed stones in wooden rods and used them to spears. With spears they could kill animals from a distance. This is also a tool. With that spears they kill the animals to a long distance also. So they also realized that the bones and the horns of animals made good tools too. After that they come to know that with the bones also and the horns of the animals also they can make a good quality of tools. Okay. Now making tools was man's first step towards progress. So this process, making tools, it was the first step for man for the progress. Okay. Now early humans did not wear anything to cover their bodies. They don't know how to live, no. They soon felt the need of wearing something and use the hide of their killed animals and leaves and the bark of the trees for this purpose. So they started using the leaves, bark of the trees, okay, and they started using the skin of animals to wear themselves, to cover themselves like a cloth, okay. Now, early human had no language. They don't know how to speak. They don't have any particular language. So they use gesture, their body language, okay, their hand movements, and like this they started to communicate to each other. When they went hunting, they copied or imitated the sound of animals. They copied and imitated the sound of animals when they were hunting. Okay, and this helped them in hunting and calling out each other. By this sound, they help each other to call anybody else. No, so this helped them in hunting and calling out each other. In this way, they hunt and call out each other by the sound. Early humans found time to amuse themselves. They drew figures of animals and hunting scene. They used to draw the figures of animals and hunting scene. With their lifestyle, they started making their lifestyle in the form of the picture. Okay, and here cave painting have been now after on the walls of the caves in which they lived. So where they make this drawing, they make the drawing on the caves where they lives. Okay, on the walls of the caves. And cave painting, okay, cave paintings have been discovered in some part of the world. In some part of the world, this cave painting is discovered. But the life of the early human was still very difficult. They had no control over environment and they depended completely on nature to survive. They are fully dependent on nature to survive. However, they went on making progress step by step. It was very difficult for them now because they don't know the language, they don't have clothes to wear, they don't know how to eat, what to eat, how to eat. Okay, means it was very difficult for them to live their life, to survive in a dense forest. Okay, slowly they learn something and they are fully dependent on the nature for their livelihood. Okay, now early human has nothing except rocks, stones, animals, trees, plants and water from the river. So this all things they get from the nature. They are fully dependent on nature. Okay, now the evolution from early humans to modern human took many thousands of years. Many thousands of years they took to change. Okay, Gradually means a gradual change takes place in the human beings. Time period during which human widely used stone tools are called Stone Age, because most of the things they used means most of the tools, weapons means mostly they use stones, so that's why it is known as the Stone Age. Painting also they used to do on the walls, on the stone. Okay, so these all, that's why it is known as the Stone Age. The tools are also, the sharpened tools are made by the stone, with the stone only. Okay, to kill the animals. So it was very difficult for them to live their life. Now the story of early human, second part, we'll see. The second part here, it is also about the human, that is early human only. Okay. Now this is a lesson 16. No? So we will start lesson 17, and this is the second part of the story of early humans. Okay. Now here, something early humans saw forest fires. They could not understand what caused it. They were afraid of the fire. When they saw the fire, they got afraid. That is why they used to keep themselves away from it in the beginning. They keep away from that fire in the beginning because they are surprised at what it is. Okay, they did not know that they could cook food with the help of fire. They don't know the importance of fire. When the first time they saw that, okay. It took them a long time to learn about the uses of fire. It was very difficult for them to learn. It took long time to learn about the uses of fire because they don't know what is the real use of the fire. Now, early humans accidentally discovered that fire could be used to cook food. Accidentally, they don't know. Accidentally they discover. Suddenly they discover that this fire can be used for cooking. Okay. Perhaps bored animals got burned and roasted in the forest fire. And when they ate those, they found that the roasted meat was more tasty than the raw meat. They come to know that, oh, now it is more tasty. Now we can use fire for roasting the meat. Probably this is how they learned the art of cooking food. In this way, how? In this way they learn the way of cooking food. Gradually, early humans found that fire kept them warm when they were near it. They come to know that it is good to keep the body warm also. This way the fire helped them to protect themselves from the cold, and they also saw the wild animals running away seeing the fire, and they saw that the wild animals are also running away when they see the fire. So now they come to know about the importance, about the advantages of the fire. So they use fire to keep away wild animals. Gradually, early humans learned to use fire to make their life more comfortable. After that, when they come to know about the importance of fire, they come to know that their life is more comfortable as compared to the early ages, early periods. Now, discovery of fire. It is not sure how early humans learned to make fire, but perhaps they discovered sparks when they struck two stones when they struck against each other to make a tools. They also come to know if the spark falls on dried leaves, they caught fire. That sparks, when it will fall on the dry leaves, it will caught fire. So they began making fire whenever they need it. And when their need was over, they put it off by pouring water or soil on it. They come to know that how to when the need is over, how to destroy it. Okay. Now they now no longer depend on nature's fire. Okay. Now beginning of farming. How they started doing the farming. You have read about the early human had a wandering life. hunter-gatherers. Okay, so they were hunter-gatherers. They were watching and learning all the times. Gradually they noticed the grains spilled on the ground, sprouted after the rains and grew into the new plants with the maturity of 4 years of corn. They then started showing food grains. This was the beginning of the farming. Slowly they learned how to do the farming also in this way. Just now, right now. Now early humans had learned to domesticate animals even before they began farming. Okay, some of the animals they domesticated were dogs, cow, bulls, goat, sheep, horses, donkeys and camels. Early humans started farming with the help of animals. When they started growing food, they realized that they did not need to move around in search of food. Okay, they come to know that now no need to move here and there in search of food because they can do farming. Okay, so they said goodbye to their nomadic life. Nomadic life means move from one place to another in search of food. Okay, now they started settling down at one place to look after their plant. Now they come to know that it's better to stay at one place to look after the plants. They also realized that they could grow more than what they needed. They started storing the surplus or extra food. They were better protected now. Means slowly they come to know that this is how to do the farming, how to use the fire. All these things they come to know that. And to settle at one place, early humans started constructing houses also. A number of houses made near each other formed a habitation. Thus a village or a community was set up. In this way, the community was set up. The discovery of the farming, like the discovery of fire, made great change in the human life and history. So discovery of fire, discovery of farming, it has changed the life of early humans. Okay. And invention of wheel. This was one invention. Okay, so they walked long distance carrying heavy loads. So later they used domesticated animals to travel and carry the things, carry the loads. Okay, but it was not possible to use animals for heavy things. Okay, now with the passage of time, early humans learned that they could drag their load along the ground. Thus, they started using a sledge, and the sledge was perhaps the first mode of the transport. A sledge was a first mode of the transport. Okay. One day, early humans saw the course of river, and they saw the logs floating. Logs were floating on the rivers. Log means thick wood part, no? Okay. So the cut part of the trees. Okay. Now, it gave them an idea to tie several logs together to float, and thus they made raft and used river as a means of transport. But travel by water was still difficult. Traveling by the water was still difficult. They started rolling down heavy loads, but it was not possible to take the heavy loads to distant places, even by rolling. By rolling also it was very difficult to take the things from one place to another, no? One day they got another great idea. What is that? They found that the thick and the round part of logs could roll even by the slight push. When they will push slowly, slightly when they will push, the thick part of that log can move. Okay. Thus they cut the round piece of the log and tried to roll them. They found that they could roll easily, and this gave them an idea of to connect two round pieces with a long stick, and they made a cart. And by this they made a cart. But the cart could not move easily or uneven surface as a piece connected were not of the same size. So they thought again for finding out the solution. What to do now? they kept both the pieces of the wood of the same size. Both the pieces of the wood of the same size they kept together, and their cart began to move easily. This way the cart began to move easily, and this way wheel was invented. And in this way the wheel was invented. So early human also started using a wheel for making pottery by shaping clay. With the help of wheel, they could make more appropriate pots. They could also make them more quickly. With the passage of time, solid wheels, which were very heavy, were replaced by lighter and spoked wheel. They also started fixing leather straps on the wooden wheel. In the course of time, human used to wheels for different means of transport. So now, in the transport, for the transport purpose, now the humans started using the wheel. Rubber, wood, steel are used to make a wheel. Now, after that, to carry the luggage, to carry the loads, to carry the things, wheel are used now. Now, the rubber, wood, steels are used to make a wheel. Okay. So later, human put the wheels to many more uses today. The wheel is being used not only in the vehicles but also in many machines. In the different machines also we are using wheel. This wheel is wonderfully invented by the man. So in this way, in this chapter, what we have learned in the second part, how they have discovered the farming, okay, how they invented the wheel, okay, how they have invented the wheel, how they discovered about the farming, how they discovered about the fire, okay, and how they come to know the importance of fire, how to make food more tasty by using how to do the cooking. So all these things they come to know the different use of the fire, okay, and stop their nomadic life, and now they started settling at one place. Why? Because they come to know that only in settling at one place also they can get the food by doing the farming. Okay, for the food only they used to move from one place to another before, isn't it? No. That's why they were known as a hunter-gatherers, isn't it? No. After that, when they come to know about the farming, they come to know about the importance of settling at one place and growing the crops. To look after their crops, to look after their plants, they started living at a particular place. So they stopped their nomadic life. Understand? So they come slowly, they come to know about the wheel also, importance of wheel. Now it is very easy for them to take the food, to take the things, to take the load, to take the luggage from one place to another, because now they have discovered about the wheel. It is said that the fire was one important of all the discoveries. It is very important, discovery, fire. Life without fire is quite unthinkable, We can't think our life without fire. So the wheel is everywhere in all our vehicle, machines and wagons. So everywhere we are using the wheel, in the machines, in the vehicles, in the wagons. So these are the importance things were discovered by the early man. Okay, slowly they come to know that how to settle, and they started making the houses also. They started making a house, okay, by the leaves, by the bark of the trees. Okay, so all these things we have learned. Now this chapter is over. Lesson 17 is also over. This is the last chapter in SST. So your syllabus is completed in SST. Okay. Hope you have understood. Try to learn and read by yourself. Okay. And I'll give you the exercise part. Thank you.